Hi, Nova. Hi. Nova's asleep. What about you, Meadow? How are you doing today? You gonna run away? No? You're actually gonna come say hi to the camera? How nice. Are you feeling good today, Moto? And Callie's over there just kind of staring at everybody. Isn't that right, Callie? Yeah. She's also trying to go to sleep. We should head out. I should hit the road. Good morning, ooh, good, that was delicious. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to what day is it? It's Thursday. Welcome to Thursday. Thursdays are pretty great, aren't they? Anyway, yes, it is Thursday. I'm doing my usual Thursday thing. Welcome to December, by the way. It is now December. Doing my usual Thursday thing and heading down to the train station for art history and then bringing Sarah back because it's a pretty typical Thursday in that regard. Now, let me actually shut the lens just so that I can save some battery, because that's one thing I've noticed with this camera is that the battery seems to be a little bit lacking, but it would be nice if I actually started myself on using the little eyepiece, because the eyepiece will save me battery. However, I obviously cannot use that while I'm driving, but whatever, it's fine. I can just do this or something. But I was looking at the footage last night and I liked a lot of what I saw, and I think it's definitely an improvement over the last camera, but it's certainly not as good as I was expecting. However, that's still a good thing. But the question I'm not convinced of is I'm not convinced of whether it's like, I might have to play with a different frame rate too. Well, I mean, I'll play with a different frame rate when I do the test footage, because I still have not shut the test footage as of recording this. So, you know, that was a bonus clip to yesterday's vlog. It's going to be shot today. Shh. I might just try to play with a few different other formats and things, but I might just wind up using these as kind of interchangeable cameras. I might wind up setting them to the same mode, and then just hot swapping the cards so that I can shoot with this one for the better quality when I'm home, but also have the little camera on me with me throughout most of the day, because it's just a lot more convenient to carry around, to be completely honest. Though I do really like this camera. It is a really nice camera, and if I'm going to do any other non-vlog shooting that's like, you know, something more mainstream, especially more of a mainstream doc, yeah, I am for sure gonna want to, okay, please, Wawa's a traffic jam. I'm for sure gonna want to use this camera. This is a really nice camera, and I can't say I don't recommend it. And obviously, if I got things lit, it would be well. And I mean, I was expecting better low light performance than what I got, but what I got is still pretty solid. So, yeah. What I can also try to do at some point, maybe is try to lock my ISO a little bit. But I think what really came out well, if you're looking at that footage was last night, was my little dashboard down here, because I think that had a lot more contrast and things. I mean, the screen is nicer. This is definitely a nicer camera to shoot with, for sure. It's just not anywhere near as compact as my normal camera. But we'll deal with it for another day, and then I'll figure out a solution eventually. Because I might just wind up trying to go with a 30p from eye to match. Okay. Thank you, truck. And we shall see. We'll see. I mean, I really do like this camera. I can't say enough. But anyway, on to things about this morning. So I really didn't, like, I didn't cut the vlogs from last night. They're not done yet. I just really kind of spent time, well, I'm 2 behind now. I spent time kind of assembling things and just kind of looking at some of the footage from this. And that's really what I did. I didn't actually get around to doing it yet, so that's going to be today. Today's going to be kind of busy. I've really got to catch back up on all the work that I've been putting off for my classes, but I have the potential to finish off 3 classes today. Or 3? Well, 2. Let's be realistic, 2. Just because, I mean, Allison's class I just need to do the narration thing for, and Production Workshop 2 I have a journal, but I also need to email some employers to get myself ready for an interview. So it's going to be a bit of a busy day after I get off from class. But that's not that big of a deal. Gotta work when I gotta work. It'll be fine. Probably. Right? Right. Hey, look, it's a bus. Bus is in the wrong aisle. Whatever. I'm gonna go to class as per usual, as per always, as per whenever. Gonna go do something related to coursework, probably, because it's my last art history before the final. And then I'm going to pick up Sarah and we're going to come back home and I'm going to get started on the vast majority of work that I have to get done today. Because, I mean, laundry is also part of that whole crap. Yeah, it's going to be a busy one. Hang on in there, folks. Well, I just shot that little test video that I released alongside yesterday's vlog, at least released by the time you've seen this. But I came in here to my computer to edit it, and I started to launch Prelude, which I use Prelude to dump my footage and then Premiere to edit. And Prelude wouldn't start. Now, every once in a while Prelude does that, where it just doesn't want to start for whatever reason. You kind of just got to roll with it and just let it do its thing. And so generally when that happens, you just have to restart the computer. So I restarted the computer. And it was stuck on the Windows logo for about 5 minutes. And for those of you who don't know, my computer boots in about 20 seconds. 24 to be exact. Yeah, so it wouldn't load. So I had to reset it. There was nothing I could do. And it did the same thing again. It was about 5 minutes more of the Windows logo. It's a bad sign. One more reboot left me with a completely black screen. Yeah. So I'm not quite sure what's happening. I took the computer downstairs, started messing with a ton of things, trying to diagnose what the problem was. Eventually I managed to reset the BIOS, flash my BIOS, which got rid of my overclock, it got rid of my no BIOS load screen, no post-test results. So it's basically I factory errors with my motherboard and the BIOS. So we're BIOS is back to normal. And I was trying a bunch of things. I was in BIOS, and for whatever reason, it would not read the drive. But, like, I tried the other drive that's a Linux drive for my thing, and it was, like, not reading that either. But I'm not sure exactly what happened. And I actually did manage to get it to come back. We're back in again, and Prelude actually launched this time. But I wound up, like, trying to get in through using the boot menu option in my BIOS itself. And it's a little difficult to show without, or explain without actually having to show myself, but I'm not turning the computer on and off again for a while. Yeah, that's not happening. I'm actually going to go make a USB boot disk ASAP and probably order another hard drive. Yeah. So I managed to get back in through that. Downstairs, I was testing downstairs just on the one monitor. And I was actually able to get it booting successfully. Like, just default, just straight there. But I brought it back up here and plugged everything back in again, and all of a sudden it's saying that it doesn't know what Windows is a boot drive. So I'm still back in. But I have to brute force my way by trying to get the hard drive to load from BIOS about 5 times now. And it'll eventually load. So I'm not sure what it did, but the drive first off was not showing itself as a boot device. So I have no idea what's actually happening. Yeah, it's a bad sign. Well, I'm not turning my computer off for a while now. Yeah. Well, we'll figure out what the solution to this problem is in a little bit. You know, I just realized I never told everybody we were home. But I'm assuming they probably figured that one out.
Yeah, they sort of probably would have had to, because this is your room after all. Like, if they know
it
is at all.
Yeah, we're back at home, if that's not completely and totally obvious by the last clip that I just filmed about my computer, which is still up and running for the moment. I've rebooted it a couple more times, played around with a few more things, but for the moment it's still okay. For the moment.
For the moment. We're going to hope it stays that way.
Yeah, we're going to hope it stays that way. So that was my last art history class I went to today, because I've now got to update on today, because I didn't film on the ride home, because I didn't feel like getting the camera out. So that was my last art history. That's done, so now I just have to go take the final. Also, a little while ago, I've submitted 2 assignments now since I've been back. I submitted my last journal for production workshop, so bam, that's done, at least for this quarter. That's 3 out of 6. I was going to edit Allison's thing, but I'm still kind of waiting on startup repairs and things, because I was scanning my drive at one point. And yeah, so that hasn't happened yet, even though I really, really need to get that out. How are you doing?
I'm fidgety, which is why I have this.
Yep. It's getting late. It's 7:30. We might go get something to eat.
Yeah, food is good. Food is always good. Like, when is food not good?
When you've just eaten.
Yeah, but
But food.
food.
Well, I'll be up early tomorrow. Interview tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Yeah, that means I need to be out. Probably should get to bed soon for that. Probably. I'm gonna head out. See you guys tomorrow for more something. Yeah.